Yo, what up, man? Welcome back to another episode of Moguls in the Making. I'm Amari Heflin.
I'm Tyrone Johnson.
And this is episode 2 of the Moguls in the Making podcast.
Yeah, today we're going to get started out. To get stuff started, we appreciate y'all for being here. First and foremost, we always going to get that through there. Y'all taking an hour, 30 minutes out of y'all day to come out and support us and listen to what we got to say. And hopefully we bring some value to y'all today. But today we got, we're going to go into a little bit of like what we got going on right now in our business. Amari, I can let you kind of jump into it as far as like us getting more heavy on the acquisition side and getting more back into the training of our acquisitions managers, leaders, all that stuff.
Yeah, so we just had a meeting with one of our guys out in Arizona, and he was talking to us just about our leads, the flow that they actually have going on, the process that he has. And I mean, they doing, multi-millions, every year. So we wanted to have a call to set up our processes and our systems so that we can really just focus on the personnel and focus on our acquisition, really just pour into our people like we was telling you last week. So we just got done with that. He gave us a lot of insight on how to actually kind of lead them, direct them, and really just kind of get our systems together because they do a lot of other stuff, right? They pitch novation agreements, they pitch creative finance, which is things that we're going to start to do heavy in 2023. I think it was an overall good call, and I think it's, we gearing up for the next year. We getting ready, and we just slimming down and just focusing on our strengths. So that's kind of how the call went,
Yep, and just going into that part about slimming down, like we got to a point where we had like 20 properties going on at the same time type of stuff last year. So it's just more like getting back to slimming down as far as like doing other people's projects. We was doing a couple other investors that invested from out of state. We would take over their projects and kind of help them out getting it together. We thought that took away a lot from our actual business. You know what I'm saying? And being able to get back to doing a little bit more wholesaling, bring in some more quick cash versus, buying and holding everything. You know what I'm saying? But we also still going to be, buying and holding as well. So we at that point where we kind of want to bring in more cash, reward ourselves a little bit, but also just build our teams out. So in the future, we don't have to worry nothing about, team building and stuff. We always want the team build, but so that we don't have to worry about, do we got the right people in the right seats? You know what I'm saying? I know that in the past we've held on to, some employees for a little too long. And, even now, like we looking at stuff and we just like, man, we got to definitely make some changes and track stuff more closely. That's something that's just never going to stop. Now, you can put somebody in position to do that for you, to track that type of stuff for you. But, right now, like we got to definitely put our eyes and ears on it. And then once we got it kind of set up where it's easy to track, where they can bring that back to us, that's when we're going to really get to moving. So
right, and be a lot more hands off. So that's kind of, just a business spotlight to update. And, that's what we're going to do. We're going in it. We still excited, man, because I'll say this. Business is not a trajectory where you're just going to go straight uphill. Where you climbing up a mountain and it's just straight to the top. That's not realistic. You got to learn. You got to grow, right? As an entrepreneur, as the person who's leading the company, you have to grow. You have to change your mindset. You have to be open to different ideas. You got to think differently about stuff. You got to market well. It's a lot of things that you got to be surrounded around people who's doing more than you, and be open to stuff that they saying. So, just know that, in this game, obviously a lot of y'all are doing business. This is an entrepreneur podcast, but just know that you're not by yourself. You're going to always go through changes. And even if we are multi-crazy, millions and millions of dollars in real estate, $1 billion, Grant Cardone got problems, way bigger problems than we got. You know what I mean? That ain't going to never stop, but you got to grow into a different person to be able to handle those problems. So that's where we at. And, we're going to take the challenge on full head. We going to win. That's one thing me and T do. We win. So, I'm excited going into next year, to be honest. You know what I mean?
Most definitely. Well, now, the reason why we brought y'all here today on this one, too, is that We got a pretty dope topic today. It's actually not something that's super duper numbers driven or nothing like that, but we wanted to talk about really the importance of building a brand around your company. You know what I'm saying? That can be real estate company, that can be transportation company, that can be a club, that can be a hair salon, whatever that is. Like, you got to build some type of brand around that company, around your person, because when it's all said and done, like, it builds credibility for one. So people just seeing you a lot. You got a lot of reviews. Yeah. People are able to talk, about your community or whatever you got going on, your business. But building that brand is huge in that aspect, because once you got credibility, what does that do? People like to deal with people with that's more credible, right? That's trustworthy, transparent. So over time, as you're going to see, you're going to start getting business that you normally wouldn't have gotten. You know what I'm saying? So building a brand is something that's super huge for even people that's just now getting started out. Start to slowly but surely build it. Don't wait. Say, well, I got to do 10 real estate deals before I build a real estate brand because I ain't doing enough yet, and everybody they gonna laugh at me, or they gonna look at it the wrong way. No, fuck them.
Real right.
Start building your brand early on. You see me, I'm right here. I'm wearing one of our shirts right now, right? Get out there, get you some hats, get you some shirts, get you some gear. Make sure you got that online presence. Make sure you have the online presence. You have to have that online presence at this point. Online right now is like one of the biggest things that it's not going to go away. So you might as well just go ahead and get on there, even if it's something small to start out, server wise and stuff like that. But definitely build out your website, build your online presence when you're building a brand, because where are people going to search for you today? They're not going to read a newspaper like that. They're not going. They might see you on TV on a commercial or something like that. But people are online at 3 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning, 1 o'clock in the morning. They're online searching for the stuff that they want to learn about, do what they need to do. So definitely build that online presence.
Yeah, for sure. And something to add to that is that when you build an online presence, you're doing it simultaneously as you building your business. You know what I'm saying? So you ain't got to say, oh, I got to stop and build an online presence, and that's taken away from me making money. You just got to document, right? A lot of entrepreneurs, a lot of content creators, that's how that's how they actually build a brand, is by doing what we doing. They just document and they process. It's not coming up, having something super spiffy to say every day and none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just saying, hey, this is where I'm at in my business. This is what we kind of currently going through. This is where our goals is. This is what we do. This is the meeting that we just had, whatever it is. And the cool thing about really like actually building a brand is that a lot of the videos that you do, the testimonials that you have, all of this content that you gather, you do it one time and it lives forever. You know what I'm saying? I can repurpose stuff so many different times. I can take this podcast, and once it's out there for whoever. Investor may say, man, they really kind of know what they're doing. I feel real similar to them. I actually want to set my money with them, and then we get an email or a call just based off of them listening from a podcast, right? But it don't have to be a podcast, right? It's just you saying, hey, your testimonials, having that on your website, and now you can, if you decide to later on, run ads off of it. You can. You already got the material. You don't have to go and recreate it again. So keep that in mind. Things that I love to learn, or things that I love to be in, is when you can do work one time and you can reuse it over and over and over and over again, and it continue to pay you. So that's what building a brand is. You know what I'm saying? Everybody know what McDonald's is, but McDonald's is still sponsoring the NBA games. Right. You know what I'm saying? There's somebody in the world who don't know what McDonald's is. As crazy as that seemed to us, but it's people out there that don't know what that is. So they continuously look at these big brands. They everywhere, still commercials and sponsors and all that stuff. So,
and they ain't only branding to the people, you know what I'm saying, that they don't know. I mean, they don't know who they are. They want it to ring in your head. So when you think about going to get a cheeseburger, the first thing you think about is that golden arch. Exactly. So you know what I'm saying? So like, it's like, it's just always in front of you. So even on the home buying side with us, if our company is in front of sellers like all the time, and they keep seeing our company, when they think about selling a house, they're going to be like, man, you know what? let me go ahead and hit them up because they done sent all this mail to my house. They done called me 3-4 times. I know the acquisition manager now. I know where high school he went to. It's just becoming more familiar with it. That's what branding. The starting of it comes from branding. Like I think one of our biggest, private investors to date right now is he came in off, and we was not doing that well at branding at the time, but we got one of the best real estate branding websites like in the country, basically the people to go to for a real estate website, right? As soon as we got on there, about 6 months after that, we was, a guy hit us up and was interested in investing with us, and all of a sudden, you know what I'm saying, he ended up investing like $250,000 with us. That moved on to $350, then $750. So that came directly from 100% from branding. He didn't find us nowhere else. He found us online. You know what I'm saying? Like he was living in Seattle.
Yeah. We didn't know him at all. Yeah. And when you are branding, it helps you not have to sell as much. Mm-hmm. Right? So if your brand is there, Apple ain't got to call me and tell me nothing. I'm going to go and buy it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's branded. So on your whatever business you actually partaking in, if people know who you are, then more people are actually going to come to you. Like for us, we made, I don't know, over 6 figures this year just off a referral business because people know who we are. We're starting to get a name. If you out there, we were on the news recently. We just, we out there. So, 2023 moving forward, you are your business, right? So you're a real estate investor, you're a singer, you're an artist, you're a chef, magician, goddammit, whatever, / media company, right? I heard Gary Vee talk about that. And, that shit kind of really hit home. I mean, it made sense when he said it, just like that's where everything is going, is being more and more and more in demand. So if you can create a personal brand or create just, a brand for your business, it's as needed. People don't think that you need it as much, but it's as needed if you really want to go big, faster. You know what I mean? People can't buy shit from you if they don't know you. They can't sell their house to you. They don't know who the fuck you are. You know what I mean?
Let me ask you this, and then I'll speak to one of them if you don't say it. But, like, what you feel are the biggest hurdles, bro, when it comes to, like, the branding side of it? When somebody, like, first getting a business started, what do you think some of the hurdles are, they're going to have to overcome?
Yeah, and your head thinking that you have to do everything yourself. That's number one. Mm-hmm. I think that, I speak to people, and when it comes to branding, they work on their website for 2-3 months. Mm-hmm. And then you trying to, run your own ads, and you trying to do your own videos. You trying to do all of this stuff on yourself. It's just hard to do that when you actually running a business too. Mm-hmm. So in the beginning, you might have to do a couple of those things, but you can outsource some things, at least look to try to outsource it. So that's one for sure.
I think,
what you got?
Like, and this is just coming from me, like one of the hurdles that I had to overcome for sure. And O can tell y'all about it a little bit too, but like hooping, like coming up hooping and playing overseas and playing in college and high school, it was always like I can always go out there and prove myself. I never was the one that wanted to go around the room saying, "Hey, I'm good at doing this. Yeah, I'm good at this. I'm good at that." Because I knew once I got on the court, hey, I'm just gonna show them. Right. You know what I'm saying? And that's something that like I had to get out of because it's like you feel like you bragging about yourself because you branding yourself, but you just being loud, telling everybody, hey, I'm good at this. I want to let y'all know I'm good at this. You know what I'm saying? So I had to really kind of get over that part of it because I was so used to my work speaking for itself. Now, on the flip side, like you got to think about it. All right, if I'm playing basketball, your work is speaking for yourself, but your team is already branding you. Like you're on TV, you on TV hooping. Right. You know what I'm saying? You're in front of the coaches, the scouts and all that stuff hooping. So you branding yourself as you hooping though. You know what I'm saying? But like I think that's something big early on where I was like, man, I ain't really trying to be too loud with it. You know what I'm saying? Like let me just show them that I can do the work and get it done and I'll come back with the bread and hey, this is what it is.
This is what it is. It's how you can do it.
But you losing out on money doing that.
Right.
Literally.
And
you don't gotta be fake about it either.
Yeah. You can keep it 100 because we're gonna keep shit 100 on our podcast. Like everything we do, that shit gonna be 100. You're gonna know wins, losses, all that. But T, I'm glad you brought that up because that's a lot of, people in a similar position than you and just in general. They may not want to be super, or their personality is just not like super loud in that way. They dogs. They gonna get shit done. They own their business, but they just feel uncomfortable with doing that way. But I, you know what I'm saying, encourage y'all to, once you got help or people around you that they can kind of help you get over those hurdles. You know what I mean? Going back to you not trying to do everything. If you like, okay, I can just do like, you know, maybe these videos, or once you see your website is up now, you don't have to try to figure it out and do it, and you losing traction. Then you start to see it. Then you like, okay, I'm making traction, and then something good from it. Maybe somebody message you off of your website. Like, hey, I was interested in your service. You like, oh, damn, this kind of work a little bit. You know, it ain't a big, giant moment for you, but it's a little moment to keep that fire going. You know what I'm saying? To encourage you to keep doing it. So, yeah, man, that shit is huge. You know what I mean? So,
yeah. And I think with the branding side of stuff, man, it's just getting out there, getting loud, letting people know what you do. It don't necessarily have to be putting signs up different places and all stuff like that, but like get creative with it. Like, don't just do what everybody else doing too. You might come up with a super dope idea, and you don't do it just because everybody else in your lane ain't doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, be creative with it. Like, do him 500, for instance, right? What do? He put all his signs in the airport in Las Vegas. How much it cost him? Like $1 million or something like that?
Come on, man.
$1 million or something like that. He put all his signs up in the airport in Las Vegas during the what was that? What did they have? The fight?
During the fight, but it was the same weekend as they had the RPX. They like they programmed.
Yeah.
They was out there. I think it was Labor Day weekend a couple years ago or a year ago or some shit like that. But
like, who doing that type of stuff?
Exactly.
But then all of a sudden now you see Floyd Mayweather on his show. You know what I'm saying? Like at his events, you see Rick Ross at his events.
Right, Magic
Johnson. He doing his thing. Magic Johnson, he doing his thing. But it's like when all them people got off that airport, off that plane at the airport in Vegas, they're like, who is that? What is recession proof?
Right.
What is this dude? Who is this dude? What is this company? Everybody that was getting off that plane was seeing that. So I'm just like, be creative with what you do. It may work, it may not. But be creative with it and find different ways to get in front of people. So especially if you're doing good work and you're doing your thing, get real creative with it, and you can get yourself out there to people that normally wouldn't have found you. Because if I told you, hey, if you go up and brand, if you go hard on the branding this year, you're going to bring in another $200K. If I gave you a number and said it's a definite, you would do it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But you might put in some little work and you might make more than $200K just off of just starting to brand yourself. So many people just wait too long to do that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And I done seen people, you know what I'm saying, own whatever daycares or other businesses, barbershops, and just spinning their wheels at the same location, kind of at the same level, you know what I mean, for all those years. And they made money. They doing okay for themselves. They got ambitions to keep going, but they don't have nothing with their branding. Like, take a look at, some of the biggest entrepreneurs that you know of. They always on a video or on a podcast or in the news in some sort, you know what I mean? And that's because it continues to raise their stock. It continues to, push their business forward. And that's kind of just what our society has come to. People want to know what the entrepreneur, people love Elon Musk, right? Not because he does everything right, because he got opinions that people don't agree with, but he has an opinion. And I was watching a video that said that a lot of people didn't like Jeff Bezos. They didn't like him because he was quiet. Nobody knew nothing about him, knew shit about him. You know what I mean? But then once you seen him when he was like working out and they had like the picture of him and Vin Diesel next to each other, you seen his new little girlfriend, you seen him just at like, a couple of parties out and just being social, that made people like him more. But he focused on that, supposedly, right? He kind of focused on that skill, and that helped him actually, create engagement from the society for people to actually support him. Like, everybody believe whatever Elon Musk says, you know what I'm saying? And he can change the whole goddamn, you know what I'm saying, course of the whole stock market, just whatever he says. So branding is super, super important, and do it in your way. And you can be authentic to who you are and and people gonna fuck with you and some people not gonna fuck with you. But that's okay. You know what I mean? You're not for everybody, but enough people will be for you where you're going to be able to make a living and do what you want to do. So,
yeah. So just a couple of tips just on getting your branding started out, right? Getting it set up in the right place. Just little things, right? I'm gonna go over a few. I'll let you add on to them, Amari. But like, for instance, one big thing with branding yourself, especially if you're in a real estate business or in some type of business setting, right, where you're going to be emailing people or you're going to be having emails go back and forth. You're going to have an admin maybe sending emails out for you, however it go. Get yourself a website and a branded, like, Gmail account. Like, you can go to gmail.com and you can get a company account, right? So where it's like a business account with them where, like, for instance, ours is, at lhbnd.com, but it's held under Google, you know what I'm saying, under Google admin. So it's like, get on there, get yourself somewhere. So when you email somebody, you can say, hey, I'm Justin at, 123mainstreet.com, whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? Whatever your business is, like, get you a nice email that you can put out there, because now you branding. Now inside of your email, you got a whole signature, you got your number on there, you got your information on there so people can pass along. Number 2, I don't care what you're doing nowadays, get yourself a business Facebook page. You got to be able to, interact with clients and stuff like that online. And Facebook is one of the biggest, if not the biggest social media platform out there when it comes to businesses. So definitely get yourself a business account on Facebook, communicate with people on there, put your stuff on there, show your wins, get you some reviews. And thirdly, like I was about to say, actually third, is set your link up for reviews on Google. Because, like, a lot of people, what they do, they Google it. They're going to Google your business. As soon as they see you, as soon as they hear about you, you can give them your card, whatever. They still going to go to Google and look it up. You know what I'm saying? Whether they looking for directions, whether they looking for whatever, they're going to still get on there and look you up. So get yourself a Google a review account where you can get on there and you can get reviews. And then you can send links to people, like when they say, "Hey man, I really appreciate the massage that you gave me. It was super good. Whatever your business is, you know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's dope. Can you actually put a review on this link right here? And next thing you know, you got 100 reviews of good massages or whatever you're doing out there. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's something that you want to keep up going, because when people look at reviews and stuff like that, when they see you, when they search you, and they're good reviews, they're going to most likely pick you over somebody they got 0 reviews, 2 reviews, 3 reviews. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, and you're starting to get that organic traffic now, where you have to do less work. You once you got 100 reviews or something, you're not even having to put in that much work. If you forget to ask the next 10 people, it's okay. People are still gonna call your phone. You don't have to get a review in a year, right? But you kind of already got it built up. So it take a lot of work on the front end, but once you kind of get it going, then really it's like it's lasting forever, So as long as you kind of monitor it right. So I want to give a couple of things as far as people who might have a little bit of a budget and you might kind of want to fast track it a little bit. A couple other things that you can do. One is if you can kind of get over yourself and actually create video, that is where the world is going. And if you Google, somebody Googles your business or Google who you are, a lot of the time the video content is weighted more heavily. So if your stuff is on YouTube, even on the Facebook page, if you have videos on there, like video testimonials, or if you're not good being behind the camera, hire somebody to do it. You can do that. Right, you can actually hire somebody to be like a brand ambassador for your company, to make TikToks, to make content for you. You can actually do that. I don't know if people know that you can do that. You can actually hire that out and have people do that for you. If you're not, that face, that person, obviously the CEO of McDonald's is not doing the commercials. You know what I'm saying? So like, they hire that talent out. They're going to get celebrity influencers. So on social media, if you do got, a little bit of a budget, or, just got money to spend, credit card, whatever, figure it out, you know what I mean? But, research different groups that's kind of in your niche. Like, so for us, we in real estate, right? And we think about everything that we are, right? We come from, not the best backgrounds, starting out. We black entrepreneurs, we in real estate. Okay, what kind of goes around that, right? So it might be like a black millionaires page on Instagram, right? Or, something like the Shade Room. That's kind of like our culture. So I would go on the Shade Room and maybe see, hey, how much does it cost for me to put a post up there, right? Some people, you might not get no reply back, but a lot of different smaller accounts you probably will. And Shade Room might respond back and say, hey, it's $10,000 a post. Oh, well, can't do that. So let's move on to the next one. Some of them is $100, right? But now you starting to go for, it's the same thing that Fashion Nova did. So I want y'all to pay attention to. And Fashion Nova is one of the biggest brands in the world right now when it comes to clothing, But what they did is they had a good product that they could sell affordable, and they went and did influencer marketing. And they built a whole brand off of, getting, women to market their brand, and actually built the whole brand off of it. So, you can do that too. Be creative, like T said, but I think, if you add that into your repertoire, you can start to climb the ranks a little bit faster, and people will want to actually work with you. People will say, hey, can you come onto our podcast? Because they seen that you was affiliated with the Shade Room now. Now they want you on their podcast, and then you kind of, can keep it moving like that. So keep that stuff in mind.
For sure. Well, man, definitely get to that. We're going to step a little bit off of the branding topic now, and we're going to jump into today's topic of current events.
Mm-hmm.
We got Brittany Griner, y'all.
BG. Hey, man.
Welcome
the other
home.
Welcome
home, first and foremost.
Hey, man, I got to say this, man. Shout out to the other BG, though. If you know,
Both
you know.
BG.
Both BGs coming home. You hear me?
Definitely. But nah, yeah, so it's been a lot of talk out there about this. I seen y'all making y'all comments all over Facebook, on Instagram. Y'all got some YouTube videos up. Your brother Mike got some YouTube video up about it.
Yeah.
What you thinking about it, man? How you feel about it? I got my feelings, but how you feeling about it?
I feel like the trade, the swap is, first off, man, she shouldn't even fucking be over there, man. That shit is crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. That shit wild. But, my opinions on it, and I got to do a little bit more research, you know what I'm saying? I have my shit more factual, but just, you know what I'm saying, looking at it, I feel like, I don't know, man. It's kind of bittersweet because I don't feel like that was a justifiable trade to me, off of the fact of, like, how more powerful that person is and how more dangerous that person is, and you know what I mean, to the world and what they actually can do, versus Brittany Griner. She's not really you know what I'm saying, a threat to any other country or anything.
Brittany Griner.
I said Brittany Griner. I said Griner, didn't I?
It sounded like you said Grinder, and I threw it over to the reason why she was over there.
I think I said Griner though. Anyway, whatever, fool, man. So, I know I'm talking about Brittany Griner. But anyway, I think, you know what I'm saying, she's not a threat to society. She hooping. You know what I'm saying? She a superstar. But I think, as far as that goes, it's like, damn, I don't know if that should have been there. But on the flip side, it's like she shouldn't even have been over there in the first place. You know what I mean? Right. She should be back at home. So my shit is kind of, a little kind of in the middle. You know what I mean? So
I'm with you on some, not on others. I'm with you the fact that she should have never been over there. And I think it's a lot that come from that statement in itself, right? Because when you really think about it, why was she really over there, bro? To play basketball, to make more. She's in today's NBA, who is she? Like, Giannis?
She's leading the league. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Like, she's a top 10 player in the WNBA.
Absolutely, top 5.
A top 10 player in the NBA ain't got to go to Russia to make more money to play.
Yeah, absolutely.
You get what I'm saying?
Facts.
So I think that's something to look at off the jump. Is the reason why these WNBA players is going over there is because they're not making enough money here. You know what I'm saying? They're going to get paid more over there. They're going to go over there and make a double check, come back, live their life. So that's definitely, now you got the conversation of, what does the crowd really bring in? Like, are they actually bringing in that much money, or are they, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. But when it's all said and done, that's the reason why she was there. She wouldn't just pick Russia. Like, I want to go play in Russia.
Right.
making all this money, or she was
Should've been
making
here at
millions and
home.
millions of dollars at home, and she's not gonna be going to Russia to play. That's for one. For two, I mean, I think the trade was cool, bro. And the only reason why I say that is, I had to look it up again, but he was getting out anyway, right? What was it? 2000 and
Victor. That's what we talking about, right?
Victor Bout.
Victor.
Vic Veazey. He was getting out in
2029.
So 6 years from now, he was going to get out, right? The argument was more, a lot of people's argument was that, you know what I'm saying, we should have got the other dude that's over there from our military or whatever.
Right, got him back.
They got him as a spy or something like that, Russian spy or something like that. They got him over there as that. So, but my thing is, he been in there for a long time too. So if both of them was already in there, like the swap would have already made it happen if it made sense for both parties. Obviously, it didn't.
2010 and 2014.
Yeah,
that's shit a minute ago.
Come on. So that's one big thing as far as that swap goes. But as far as him getting out, he was gonna get out in 2029 anyway, right? He gets out, and we don't get nothing for him. And Brittany Griner already hit 6 years.
Right, of her 9.
3 more left.
Yeah.
And it's just like, man, at this point, man, get his dude back. Get us her back. She should have never been over there in the first place. I think they should have been able to make a better negotiation.
That's what I think, T.
But at the same time, I mean, now that it's done, I'm just glad the girl is home.
Right.
Because she was about to be over there for a vape pen, bro.
For 9 years, bro.
Come on.
That's like that Meek Mill shit, man.
You get what I'm saying? Like you popping a willie and you can go back for 4 or 5 years, whatever it was, 9 years. Come on.
Some dumb shit, bro.
You know what I'm saying? So I think it should have been more like that, bro. Like that wasn't a heinous crime or nothing like that over there even. So it's like, damn, 9 years?
Yeah, it's kind of almost that, like,
that's wild.
You know what? You know, to me, it kind of, and I don't know behind the scenes. I ain't no goddamn CIA, you know what I mean, agent. I don't do nothing with the feds. You know, to each his own. But I'm just saying, for me, I ain't, you know, that ain't my lane. That ain't how I grew up. But anyway, so I'm saying, it kind of almost seemed like they put her in jail, or, you know, seen that opportunity, Russia, and seized it to try to actually probably make a deal. They probably been trying to make this deal since they locked her up, or a little bit afterwards, because they like, hey, oh, yeah, cool, we got her in our custody now? Yeah, we're going to get somebody back, or we're going to get something from this, because she too valuable to their country, and they want her once they figured out probably even how valuable she was.
That do make sense.
You know what I'm saying? So I think that there's probably even some behind-the-scenes type shit, you know what I'm saying, going on with that. But, man,
definitely could have been. She been coming there. I mean, when it's all said and done, she been coming there. Like, ain't no way this the first time she done brought some weed through there.
Yeah, man.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and it ain't no way. You got Dennis Rodman coming over there. Come on. You think he ain't over there smoking, doing drugs, doing whatever he want to do, but he with Putin though, so everything.
Right.
It most definitely was like, I think for sure it was most definitely like I think it was more, like that, bro. Like they seized an opportunity and they knew they still had dude over there, and they like,
hold on, wait a minute. Yeah, let's get our dude back. We probably can, you know, whether it was him or it was probably even maybe even a handful of different.
Even
maybe
once it was a slip up, it probably was a slip up, bro. Like she slipped up, they found it. They probably was like, oh, okay. But they like, oh, who cares? You know, they're like, nah, hold up. Nope. We might got something.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's how it should be.
Sure. That's messed up. Took that girl freedom for that amount of time, but hey, it is what it is. Yeah. She back.
Learn her back, man. Hope she make a dope ass comeback and shit too. You know what I'm saying? Like come back and just be killing, and you know what I'm saying, be really loud about how it was, you know what I mean, and just kind of, you know what I mean, let us on the inside of, you know, just shit that she went through, man. I hope she do come back.
Question real quick though, before we hop off though.
What's up?
Damon had this question for me this weekend when we was talking. After going through all of that, if you Brittany Griner, are you smoking weed again?
Hell yeah, you crazy. See, that's the thing with me. My personality kind of fucked up on that, man. Like, I'm going to go way harder, you know what I'm saying? That's damn near going to be my first pick on the gram. I'm going to be like, on the air, crazy. Like, that you got me fucked up. I'm free now. What's happening?
I did tell him. I said, this thing that raps, I'm definitely still smoking, especially because it's like that. Like, I can see if it was like, okay, you was drinking and driving, you hit somebody, so now you'll never drink in your life again or something. Bro, it was a cartridge to some weed. I probably would get fried too, bro. I definitely would be on Instagram. I might have pounds all around or something in California while I'm smoking.
I'm going to be fried.
Do something.
I'm about to make the news again since you wanted to try to, you know what I'm saying? Do me like that? Nah. Like, you ain't about to, you not going
to. Of us, though. They over there, they making fun of us. So.
Like, y'all stupid and all of that. But, hey, you ain't going to break me. You know what I mean? That's my thing. You ain't going to break me regardless, though. That's funny, though. So, y'all let us know what y'all think, man. You know what I mean? Right, what y'all think just about, you know, BG situation in the comments. Let us know if y'all agree with us, if y'all disagree, and kind of how y'all feel, you know what I'm saying, overall, whatever. Well, man, yeah, that's it. That's up, man. It's up. We appreciate y'all for coming out, checking us out today. We definitely just want to make sure y'all check out our channel. Please subscribe. Let us know what we're doing right, what we're doing wrong, topics you want to hear of, interviewees, maybe people that you want us to bring on the show. We will be bringing some people on the show. Starting up here soon. But definitely check out our real estate community, Moguls in the Making. It's been super dope. We've been having more and more people join every week. On Fridays, we do live Q&As, one Friday a month. We're actually bringing on somebody from outside the community that's a professional and they part of the business, real estate business. We have realtors, appraisers, inspectors. You know, we're gonna bring on a lot of people that can really bring some knowledge into the group. And then it's one Thursday a month. We actually do a full walkthrough with our community of one of our properties so that they can kind of get, you know, the basis of what to look for when they going inside of a property. Hey, or having an inspector coming out, you know, hey, what are we looking for as far as like our property versus the next properties up the block? What are we looking for in the neighborhood? Stuff like that. So we come, and then right after that, we have an event where everybody can really mesh and network and use each other's resources, you know, to win. So definitely check out that. It's $17 a month, man. It's like a Netflix membership. So check it out. We're going to have a link in the bio, a link in the comments. Yeah, exactly, man. Check that out. We also got Moguls Link Up. So just for, you know, anybody who want to kind of just pick our brains in person, you know what I mean, go through deals. You know, we will eventually have, you know, some walkthroughs where you guys can come on deals with us, see how we negotiate, see how we get things under contract. We'll help you. If you got a deal that's right there, we'll go out. We've done it already, help you lock the contract up. So it's really instructional and it's very in your face. You know what I mean? We went through so many different courses, and over time we got a lot of dope information, but I can't ask no question. After I got the information and I'm implementing it, I might need, you know, clarification on this little part or be able to up my sales skills. That ain't got nothing to do with the paperwork. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, we got that in there too. So just if you really are serious about real estate, man, 100% should join our program. And it'll help you. You know, we share deals in there. All of our deals that we wholesaling, that we get under contract, we bring to our community first. So, you know, y'all be able to get, you know, really good deals. So, yeah, make sure y'all check that out. The links are in our bios, you know, Facebook, Instagram, you know, TikTok. You can find all that stuff there. For sure. And we out. Peace.